In problem 30, we are looking at the IQ scores again that are approximately normally distributed with a mean of 100 and a standard deviation of 15. We first want to find the 34th percentile using the calculator. So remember what percentile means. Percentile is the data value with that percentage below it. So here's our bell-shaped curve. We've got 100 in the middle. That's the 50th percentile, 50% above, 50% below. So the 34th percentile is the x value. It's going to be below 100 that has 34% of the data below it. So that area right there is 0.34. So since we're given area and we want an x value, we're going to use inverse norm. So this will be inverse norm. And we put the left area, 0.34, and then the mean and standard deviation, 100 and 15. So second variables, inverse norm is number 3, our left area, 0.34, our mean, 100, our standard deviation, 15. You want, for percentiles, you want to use left if you have this menu. If you don't have that menu, it's automatically doing left area. So 93.81. So this value here is 93.81. That's less than 100, so that makes sense. Find the 99th percentile of IQ scores. So that means instead of 34% area to the left, we've got 99% of the area to the left. So that's going to be some number that's to the right of 100 out here, where the left area here is 0.99. So all this area here is 99%. So inverse norm, we put in our left area of 0.99, 100 for our mean, and 15 for standard deviation. So let's compute that. Second variables, inverse norm, 0.99, mean and standard deviation are the same. We're using left area. 134.895, 134.90. Part C, find the third quartile of IQ scores. So for the third quartile, that is the 75th percentile. So this will be, instead of 99% to the left, it's 75% to the left. So inverse norm, 0.75, 100, 15. Let's compute that. Second variables. Number 3, we want 0.75 now. Everything else is the same. 110.12. And then lastly, only 0.38% of individuals have IQ scores in the genius range. What IQ score corresponds to a genius? So whatever this number is, anybody that's got that IQ score or above is a genius. So here's our bell-shaped curve. We've got 100. And then somewhere to the right of that is our genius score. So this is X. And everything above that is a genius. Well, that means that the area, this little tail here, is 0.38%. which as a decimal is 0.0038. Remember, you shift 2 to the left. So we need to know this left area here, unless you've got the menu inside your inverse norm. So our left area is going to be the complement, so 1 minus 0.0038. So 0.9962. So this area here is 9962. So we're going to do inverse norm 0.9962, mean of 100, and standard deviation 15. So let's compute that. second variables, option 3, 0.9962. And paste it, enter. 140.04. So it's actually supposed to be 140. So this is approximately 140. So Genius is 140 and above. Now, if you've got the right, left, center, and right option on your calculator, you can use the 0.0038. So if we go back into second variables, inverse norm, 0.0038 was the right tail, because everybody above that is Genius. So we could do 0.0038 with right tail, and we get the same 140.04. And that's definitely unusual because it's less than 5%. It's actually less than 1%. So it's unusual to have an IQ score in the Genius range. And if you're curious about what your IQ score might be, there are online IQ tests that will estimate your IQ score. Some of them are official and some of them are not. Probably need to take an IQ test a few times to get a good estimate of what your IQ is. Check it out. Might have some fun with it.